Is that better? I have no idea. I think OBS has crashed. That's good. Anyway, sorry about that, everyone. Squidgy up in the chat there saying, hey. I don't know why my mic was muted then. It just was. I would blame technical difficulties, but I think it's more pepcac. If you don't know what pepcac is, I will show you. Let me just pull it up on the other screen first. And then we'll have a look, right? You can hear me. That's wonderful. Let me just show you what pepcac is. I don't know where have we gone? There it is. Pepcac. Problem exists between keyboard and chair. Okay? Problem exists between keyboard and chair. That's usually what happens, right? That is what happens. Usually if it's me and something's gone wrong, it's because it's me. But anyway, yes. Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness, it's been ages. Let me just move the mouse out of the way. It's been ages since I last, and by ages I mean about 2 weeks, since I last streamed anything. I've had a little difficulty recently, and but we won't dwell on that. That's fine. We are going to be playing. For some reason, my frames are dropping. We're going to be playing some more Hybrid Heaven. Right, but before we do that, what I wanted to do was I wanted to just show you something real quick because it's still the 8th of August. So first off, shout out to Spooky. Happy birthday, mate. He's got Bandana Bros. Yes, Squidge has said in the chat there, Bandana Bros, because if you can't tell, if you were watching Squidge's stream earlier on, you can see we're still wearing the same bandana, except mine's sort of falling to pieces. So I've got a flap here, which is a bit of a shame, but there you go. Oh, I've looked into it as well. Apparently they don't make this bandana anymore, so that's a bit of a shame. Anyway, right, because it's the 8th, I wanted to point something out, that today is Pod Rev Day. So if you are a podcast friend, a friend of any podcasts, I'm not asking for us, I'm not asking for any of the shows that I work on, but go check out Pod Rev Day. Essentially, you leave a review on one podcast, or you reach out to a podcast creator and go, hey, I really like what you make. Just because, I mean, it ain't easy doing what we do. And just to let people know, it doesn't even have to be podcasts, right? It could be any kind of creation, any kind of content creator. Just reach out to them and let them know that you appreciate what they're doing. And like Squidge has said there, Spooky is an absolute legend. So yes, absolutely. Anyway, right. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue on where we left off last time. I'm going to load my save. So what I've done between, let me just start the actual, because I paused it, right? You'll have to let me know if the game audio is too quiet, because all of my settings here kind of balked and got reset in the 2 weeks since I last streamed. So I apologize. So we're about to get some audio now, so let me know. That seems like it fits to me. Like I'm looking at the controls I get inside of straight OBS. Straight OBS, I shouldn't have said that. Inside of standard OBS, vanilla OBS, and it looks like I'm coming in a lot louder than the game, but just let me know. I'm going to leave it running like that for a moment because I don't know whether I'll come through loud enough. But in between playing it recently and playing it today, trying to figure out the best way to do this because I've got my mic right in front of me. But in between playing it recently and playing it today, I've actually gone through, I don't know whether you can see the time there is 5 hours and 23. I've actually, oh, thank you very much, Squidge. So Squidge says in the chat there that the audio seems okay. I've actually gone back a couple of stages and replayed it and grinded a whole bunch just because I kind of like doing that in RPGs. The current plan for when this one is done, I'm nowhere near finishing on this one, by the way, but the current plan on this one is to do some Persona, which I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of JRPGs, and you know what, I've got loads of time. Let's talk to this dude. There is one way to destroy the subterranean shelter. All you have to do is reactivate this currently non-functioning starship of ours. We need the navigator to start up the ship, but the navigator was taken away by the enemy. The navigator is our starship's controlling brain. Unless we free the navigator and bring him back to the starship, the ship cannot be activated. If only we could get the navigator back, even we have a chance of reversing this situation, but we lack the physical capability to do this. So that's what I gotta do. I'm gonna go find this navigator fella. For those of you who haven't seen me stream this before, look at this! Whoa, it's Jay-Z! Oh my goodness! How in the heck are you, unaffiliated Jay-Z? I hope you're doing well. Jay-Z says he appreciates the alien voice acting. My goodness. How in the devil are you, Jay-Z? Oh, good, good, good. I'm glad that you've been good. Can I just say, right, I just want to say this publicly. Thank you ever so much, Jay-Z, for... I'm going to pause the game. I'm not really going to pause it. I'm just going to put the control on it. Thank you, Jay-Z, for writing this really lovely, silly song for Squidgy's birthday. It was absolutely amazing. I haven't been able to get the tune out of my head, I have to say. And what we'll do is we'll... yes, as Squidgy has said, this dude is a legend. Jay-Z really is. Unaffiliated Jay-Z. I honestly haven't been able to get the tune out of my head. It's absolutely brilliant. So thank you ever so much for that. What we're going to do is going to talk to this fella. What's he saying? Johnny, any time wasted now is critical for you humans. The enemy's fake president is about to take total control. The enemy has the power to dictate at will the executive officer of a superpower nation that has huge influence over the political and military state of the human race. There is not much time left. It may be that the planet's fate is in your hands alone, Johnny. We're counting on you. Oh dear. It's true though. It's true though, Jay-Z. You're an absolute blooming legend. If I can get it exported and sent out, I hope the frame rate's running okay. On my screen here, it doesn't look like it's running really well, but there you go. Let's see what the president has to say. Can I talk to the Nope. Nope, I could just jump in front of him. Yo, Mr. President, I'm going to do some exercises. Hike! And down. And hike. There we go. Aren't you so glad that you hired me? Anyway, let's talk to this fella. The president is becoming more aware. It won't be long until he recovers completely. Okay, fair enough. That's good to know. But yeah, as Jay-Z pointed out, this is a Konami game, back when Konami still made games, right? And it was actually, when it was first announced, it was announced as a Metal Gear Solid for the N64, which it totally isn't. It's like the least Metal Gear Solid game ever. I think the game runs now for parts. Oh yeah, no, well, what I'm saying, Squidge, is that on my... I've got two screens, right? I've got one here where I'm playing the game, and I got one here where I'm watching like OBS's controls. And on this screen here, I'm kind of doing this. So as long as it's not stuttering, then that's fine. The subterranean shelter, now a thing of evil, was once a planetary stay facility that equipped our starship. Our ship has the capability and durability to wait hundreds of years for rescue, should it ever meet with misadventure. But ironically, this superb facility happened to be used in the worst way. I'm not sure that's ironic. Unfortunate, perhaps. Not necessarily ironic. I think what I've got to do is I've got to speak to all of these little alien fellas. Interestingly enough, right, for those who haven't been sort of joining in earlier on, yeah, these little fellas here are called gargantuans. Just staying alive here is not going to improve the situation. We are running out of time. It's all up to you. Think? Once I've spoken to all of them, President wakes up. I don't know which ones I'm speaking to. Can I? Ugh, can't speak to the president. Yo, Prez. Wake up. Oh well. Let's go over here. Think, yeah, like I said, I think, yeah, gargantuans, like, yeah, really large. I don't know. Maybe it's because their bellies are swole. I don't know. There you go. Spoken to him. I'm sure there's orangutan. That's my orangutan impersonation, by the way. Not a good one. Can I talk to him yet? Navigator was taken. Yeah, I've done this bit. I'm not. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yep. I'm talking to you. What do I need to do? I can't remember because I've got to be able to. I've got to get this guy to move, right? Our technology has become a tool for. Our technology has become a tool for invasion. We can't tell you how sorry we are. This is, how can I put it, really very painful. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I'm talking to him twice. Go talk to the other ones. Because I don't know if you can see, right? But on here. Oh, my mouse button is going all weird. Anyway. I'll likely have to just do that for a second. Right, if on the map you can see the little path going off to a little bubble. I gotta follow that, but I don't know who I gotta speak to. Who do I gotta speak to crawl out of here? Let's have a look. What's up, Waffle? Ook. They're quiet. Those aliens look like Kip from Futurama. They do! They do! I hadn't realized. They do indeed. Hello, sir. That's the best Kip from Futurama you're going to get out of me. Oh, unless I can say... Sex Lexia. That's the best you're going to get for Kip out of me. Let's go for this. I do... I really don't do the best impressions. Oh, here we go. We got the scene now. I'll see if I can do some more impressions after this. Stay tuned after these messages. Agent Johnny Slater of the Secret Service, I believe. It looks like we're the only two people from above ground here. There's no need to be formal here with me. I heard pretty much everything there is to know from the aliens. I mean, Gargantuans. To have a clone of myself, a fake president, seize control of the United States in this critical period, just before this peace agreement with Russia. I suppose the enemy chose this time intentionally. It's the perfect moment to cast the world into chaos. But we must somehow, no, we must at all costs, return to the surface. I'm trying to like angle away from the microphone so you don't get the plosives, but there you go. Call them orangutans from now on. Oh, definitely, I'm calling them orangutans from now on. Is there any way to combat this extraterrestrial terrorist force seeking to control of Earth? Johnny, you may think of us self-centered, but we must ask for your help. I like how the president was like, he was mouthing away but didn't say anything. We would like to use your abilities to return us our navigator. Once the navigator has been rescued and returned to the ship, we can activate the ship, compress, and store the subterranean shelter and forcibly salvage the situation. The enemy facility, as well as the enemies themselves, will of course be destroyed. And if this succeeds, we would like to remove ourselves beyond the atmospheric envelope in order to avoid inflicting further damage on this planet. Johnny, what do you say? What does he say? What does he say? What do we think? What's he going to say? Thank you, Johnny. We will fight as well and assist you to the best of our abilities. I don't know why I'm reading him like a robot, but there you go. Let's fight alongside them. It won't only be for them. Not only for them and ourselves. We will fight for the people of the United States. And for all humanity. I think Squidge is right. The only thing this game does have in common with Metal Gear Solid is the cutscene length. This is brilliant. I just want to see if I can still do it, right? This is brilliant video I've seen years ago. Need to take a swig of beer to be able to do this. Where they got the cast of Metal Gear Solid together. You know, David Hayter and all of the other people that no one knows the name of. They're all sitting around in a circle at this convention or whatever. And they're all just chatting away in character. And David Hayter turns to the camera and goes, "Does anybody mind if I do a 25-minute monologue?" Which I thought was hilarious. That president needs a massive mustache, he really does. But the problem lies in the location of the navigators, prison. He is imprisoned in the deepest level of this subterranean shelter, directly under its central tower. Not only that, it seems there are elite guards positioned there. And there is only one entrance leading to the place where the navigator is imprisoned. Unfortunately, as far as we know, this entrance is on the opposite side from where we are. Therefore, you must pass through enemy facilities to get there. The enemy will probably tighten security against your coming. Be careful.
Johnny, I'm sorry I can't help you with this. I'm counting on you. Come back safely.
Johnny, we will guard the President to the utmost. We will believe in you and wait for you. Yeah, I guess you don't know I'm playing this on a real N64 controller, which is pretty cool. My camera's gone all blurry. It's a real N64 controller. It plugs in via USB, which Squidge has let me borrow. He let me borrow it shortly before the whole Rona business that we don't like to talk about. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go save it, because I don't want to have to, if I die, I don't want to have to do that whole sequence again. Not that I didn't enjoy reading it out for you, but just as like an insurance. But yeah, this was marketed as a Metal Gear Solid for the N64, and I'm sure perhaps Jay-Z hasn't seen the fight system yet, and yes, you do fight. So I'll try my hardest to get into a fight really quickly before as quickly as I can, so that we're not sitting around waiting. Oh, here we go. Drop down here. I'm not very good at doing Yoshi impersonations, but that was the closest I got. Right, here we go. Let's have a look through here. Yeah. Anything in here? No. Oh, save point. Okay, so that was kind of useless. Right, so this game is an action RPG, right? Action JRPG. Those yellow pads spawn up to 8 enemies per area. And what you've got to do is it's a physical fisticuffs type of fight. Like that. And you have to fill up those power bars. You have to fill up the power bars to be able to attack. I now have, you can see there's 2 red bars. That means I could do 2 attacks, one after the other. I've unlocked like a combo system. If I fill it up just once, I can do 1 attack. I can do punches, kicks, or if I can grab him like he just did me, I could do like grapple attacks. And all of the grapple attacks are named after wrestling moves, and they are all wrestling moves, which is awesome because I'm a huge mark. But anyway, yes, let's guard this. Although he's gonna, oh well. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and fill up that bar before I attack him. Exactly, Jay-Z, just like Metal Gear. It's exactly like Metal Gear Solid. And what happens is with the, you move the, you move the analog stick, I guess, the Z stick, around to move him. If you move the stick really drastically, that he'll move like that. Problem is that the power bar fills up slower when you do this. So the key is to either stand still or move the stick very gently, just so he sort of does this. And you'll see that the enemy sort of twitches before he's about to attack. It's a really good signal of when to do this. Because you see now he can't do anything, right? He can't block, he can't step away, he can't whatever. So what I'm going to do is I can choose from my punches that I want to do, or I can choose from my kicks that I want to do. And the way that you excuse me, the way that you learn these moves is you have to actually have an enemy perform them on you. Yeah, Jay-Z, this is from back when every game was about 40 hours long. I'm about 5 hours into this, and I would say I'm maybe about halfway through. I kind of kicked his butt then, didn't I? Oh, he's going to attack me now. So you can see in the bottom right hand corner there's like a stick person with a red flashy bit. That's because I've beaten his chest so hard that if I hit him in the chest again, it'll hurt him more, as long as that's flashing red. Yeah, let's do a combo. What we got? 2 kicks. Okay. Yeah, I've got to say, Jay-Z, you kind of missed it earlier on, but that's not a problem. Squidge was playing Carrion earlier on for a very long time, and it was about 2 and a bit hours, wasn't it? It was really good. What I can do if I want to grind is I can walk out of this room and back in, and that yellow pad will spawn another enemy. But I don't want to grind. I want to see how far I can get in this 2-hour period. Other times I will likely do some grinding, but whoops. Nobody wants to see that, do they? So everyone, well, that didn't work, did it? I got blown up. That way. Usually 2 hours, 23 minutes. Wow. Usually the map displays properly, but there's some N64 hardware level trick that the game uses to display the map so that it doesn't actually get displayed properly. It like puts all of the levels on top of each other. What am I going to do? Is it? Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to do a brain buster. Look at that. Yes, leveled up my body attacks, which means that when I come, see if I can pile driver. Don't know this one yet. Yes. So that means when it sort of glides up to the top there on the top left, it means that I've learned how to do that. Oh, don't you worry, Squidge. I'm going to kick him in the shins. There we go. Ready? There we go. Got him in the shins for you, Squidge. How do you feel about that? Let's do some combos. But yes, so now then when I come out of this fight, as long as I survive this fight, I learn how to do as long as I survive this fight, I'll learn how to do the pile driver on the next enemy. So that's kind of useful. But there you go. Let's see if I can beat this guy. This should do it. I tried to grab a draw and throw it at somebody, and instead I accidentally run in, eat the person's leg, swing the top half around like an angry toddler. You missed it earlier on, Jay-Z. Squidge managed to grab, there's the light bulbs that swing. If you grab the bulb, it smashes the bulb, but you can also pull the light off of the wall. I think it was this way that I came from. Yeah, you could pull the light down off of the wall, and if you do that, you can hold on to it. But as you get further into it, you can have like multiple tentacles. And so Squidge had 2 tentacles and 2 lights. He was waving them around, and he was like, I'm being a drummer, which was pretty awesome. Let's just do that. So these little save rooms are pretty handy for, saving, but also for healing. You just walk in and it heals you. Drum solo, tambourine solo. That's oh my goodness, that's a blast from the past. Excuse me. Sorry about that, everyone. Let's see if I can beat this guy up real quick. So let's use a pile driver, right? Tombstone pile driver. Here we go. Punch me right in the place where it hurts. Pile driver. So now because I've hit him really hard in the head, but also caused him to be sort of knocked out, which is what that stars thing was all about. I was a bit worried about the spreading biomass. That was very, very worrying when I was watching Squish play that. It was quite upsetting, really. Let's do some 2-kick combo. Let's see what we can do. Well, that was hardly worth it, wasn't it? Now he's going to shoot me, you see. It's the only set of characters that can shoot you with these guys. Sort of Men in Black characters, I guess. Kick him in the shins. Yeah. So now what I've done is I've hurt his right leg so much that he can't move very fast, but he also can't attack with that leg, which is pretty cool. But he can shoot me, so I have to be careful of that. Let's do another pile driver. see what happens. This should kill him, I think. Nope. Okay. But whilst he's down, I think... Is that the Boston Crab? Yes, it is. It's the walls of Jericho. Yeah. Got him. I like the sort of manly oh grunt. Yeah, the menu music for Carrion is interesting. All that squidgy squelchy sounds. Sort of thing. We won't save it. We'll just go out and see if I can get on with the rest of the... That's the problem with this particular area. If you want to save it a lot, you have to sort of try and make it out of that room before they catch up to you. I'm gonna go left this time, see what's over here. Whoop. But yeah, this is essentially the game. Run around and kill stuff. And like unlock doors. And fight orangutans. Okay, Squidge, you've got to look up what the switch icon for carrying is. You have to do it, Squidge. You've got to look up what the switch icon is and see if you can describe it in text. We'll stay away from this fella. But yes, Metal Gear, right?
Metal Gear. It can't be. Colonel, that's not a possibility.
So you're not going to look up what the icon is because you've already seen it. Okay, that's fair enough. See if we can get up. What we got? We've just got 2 kicks. Okay, we'll do that. Hoik and hoik. Should I kick him in the shins again? Kick him in the shins in a minute. Kick him in the shins to death. Yes! Oh, you missed it as well, Jay-Z. We came up with a new challenge for you. And that's noodle in the shins. So that's where someone comes up to you and tries to throw soggy cold noodles at you. There you go. Kicked him in the shins to death. Let's pick up this. Oh, yeah. The other thing as well, right? All of the pickups are clearly... let me go to items, right? Look at these item designs, right? I am not a 3D modeler, right? But if you were doing 3D modeling in the 90s, the end of the 90s, right? And somebody said to you, okay, right, I'm going to leave this screen on, right? In the bottom right-hand collection of those items, there is something that I have 3 of. It's kind of circular with the 2 spiky things on it. What does that item do? I'm interested to find out whether you can intuit what these items are. Indeed, Squidge got it in one. I was going to say, Jay-Z, they are indeed AWS icons. This is the ring eraser. If you're in the middle of a non-boss battle and you just want to skip it, you can use that and it ends the battle. I mean, it looks exactly like you would expect something like that to look like, right? But, I mean, these are pretty cool. They kind of look like guns, right? You can use these in battle and shoot the enemy. But, like, what in the heck is this? And why do I have a strange slice of pizza? You know? Some of them just... Like that one's weird, because as it rotates, it doesn't look like it's square. There you go. Yeah. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right there, Jay-Z. It does look like the AWS email service. Let's have a look in here. Now this door's locked, so we can't go in. That's a shame. We can get a health item. Okay. Yeah, with the map, I don't know whether you can tell, bottom right hand corner, it's all messed up, and that's because it's displaying, because the emulator is displaying all of the levels on top of each other instead of just showing the level that I'm on, which is a bit of a shame, but there you go. What or who is in here? There's something in here. Ah, it's the guy. Dun dun dun. Fight this guy. What's been updated? The icon for the game has been updated. Or do you mean the icon for AWS? Oh, there we go. There's some serious damage that time, didn't it? Let's see if we can get in here. What? Where are we at? 33 minutes. Okay. Ah! He kicked me in the shins. Ah, Carrion has a slightly different icon. Okay. Let's kick him in the shins. As he kicked me in the shins, let's kick him in the shins. There we go. Ah, now he's going to shoot me again. Get close to him again. I think this is essentially what this game is. This is it. This is the be all end all of the gameplay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a pretty fun 3D action RPG game. And he's going to shoot me again. But yeah, but definitely not Metal Gear Solid. Ooh. I have to get this guy properly, otherwise he's going to kick me in the shins to death. I'll kick him in the shins first. Left low kick, right in the shins. Nah. Do. Yeah. Kicked him in the ribs to death. So, what does the new icon look like then, Squidge? Or Jay-Z? Can you describe it? Give me some words. I'd better heal, I suppose. Running out of healthness. Life Charger L. Let's use one of those, right? You see what happens when you heal. Oh yeah. Give me some of that sweet, sweet health, yo. Whoops. Whoop. It does have this weird, okay, so to move the character about, right? You use the sort of, I think they called it the 3D stick, is that right? Or is it the Z stick? Anyway, use the 3D stick to move them around. And when you're in that sort of overworldy area, use the A button to jump. And the R button to pull out the totally not a gun. It's called a diffuser. And then once you've got the gun out, you use the A button to shoot it. Okay, it looks like a bathtub full of lobster bits. Fair enough. I mean, it's an interesting icon. Where's the fun in that? I mean, if you're into bathtubs and lobsters, there's loads of fun. I already know how to do... Oh, no. Oh, look at that. Now I've learned how to do the back crusher. Or at least I will if I survive this fight. Yeah, which is looking increasingly less likely. Let's do some healing. So I'll try and do some wrestling commentary while I'm doing this. See what we can do. See what I can come up with. I'm not that great at it, but we'll try. There we go. By God, it's the kick combo! By God! That's the best I can do. I'm not very good at commentary, but there you go. Whoops. Ooh. Kick him in the shins. Healing. That makes me feel so fine, is what Squidgy said. Excellent. Yes, kicked him in the shins. I love that, JC. I prefer my game icons to make me question things. Oh dear. You guys are the best. Oh my goodness, let's see what happens if I do this. Let's do some punches and some kicks. Yeah, didn't even get to do the last one. Died. Yes, Back Crusher learnt. Oh yeah. That just means I can do it now. That's all that means. Now let's see. I think I came in through the... Oh, bother. Came in through that door, so I want to go this way. Let's pull up my eye a little bit. Ah! Okay, so I can't get through this door because... this item... Nope. This item, which totally looks like a code key, right? It totally looks like a key you put into a door. Every area you go into, every time you pass through one of these doors, it resets the code. So you got to find the code key resetter before it'll let you through. So I guess I better go do that first. Which is why I'm sort of searching to the sides of these rooms as well. Yeah, behind me. There he is. There are things I don't want to put into text. I don't want my spouse to see the ads. Private browser, my friend. Always a private browser. And wipe your computer and reset your IP address and get a new ISP every time you start a new internet connection. That's what you do. Every time you start your computer up, brand new internet connection. That'll do. Let's do this back crusher and see what happens. Oh my god! Click! It's the Waffling Tailors! Ah! He's broken him in half! He has broken him in half! That's about... Boot to the leg. Dosh. Ah! What's the point of shooting me when you're standing right in front of me? Ooh! That's a really good idea, Jay-Z. What about a Waffling Tailors and Jay-Z episode on reverse horror genres? On reverse horror games. Squid, you played a reverse horror game today where you're playing as the enemy, the bad guy, the protagonist. Protagonist. I can't say protagonist. You don't know any others. I don't know any others. Yeah, where you play as the bad guy, where you play as Razor Ramon. Hey, you want to be the bad guy? I can't do a Razor Ramon impersonation. Impressionation, oh my goodness. Hey yo, you want to be the bad guy? I could do hey yo, that's about it. Squidge is better at doing the odd Razor Ramon impersonation, I have to say. Hey yo. There we go, that beat him up. Dungeon Keeper, Evil Genius, Command and Conquer, Overlord, Manhunt. Yep, that's also a good one. Or rather, good. I found out today that on the Xbox, I think it was, and it wasn't today, it was yesterday. I found out yesterday that with the Xbox and PC versions of Manhunt, if you had... No, sorry, let me just completely rewind. On the PlayStation version, because you could plug in, you could somehow get a headset to work with your PlayStation 2 controller. Manhunt was a crowbar swinging simulator. Absolutely, Squidge. If you could get a headset paired up with your controller, what you could do was you could play the game, and all of the instructions would be delivered to you through the headset, right? But the game audio would keep coming through the TV. Found that out the other day. So there you go. That was just a little knowledge for your face that I got from the Dreamcast Years podcast, DCY. They recently had a Game of the Year episode where they do like they pick a year. I think it was 2004, this recent one. So they started 1997 and they're working their way up through the years. I'm pretty sure it was 2004. And yeah, they talked about Manhunt, and one of the hosts had said that if you have your headset set up, it would come through the headset. And I let them, because they were like, no other game does this, no other game uses a microphone or does anything innovative like that. And I was like, I mean, Alien Isolation, if you're playing it on PC and have a microphone, it uses the microphone and pumps that audio into the game. And if you are playing on Xbox. I think it was Xbox 360, and you have a Kinect setup. We use the microphone built into the Kinect, and the Xenomorph could hear all of the sound coming out that was going into the mic in the Kinect. You don't suck at games, Jay-Z. You're great. You gotta believe in yourself. Up you get. Whoop. Ah, he's grabbed me. Last multiplayer game I played was one I started yesterday, PSO2. Yeah, so Jay-Z said he really wanted to play Alien Isolation but was way too impatient. I totally get that. I mean, as long as you didn't play Alien Colonial Marines, yeah? Yeah, I forgot to ask you, Squidge, during your stream so you could describe PSO2, because I've wanted to play it since it first got released in Japan. I think you have too, and it's taken forever to get released, which is just silly. Let's heal again. We'll go through here. Well, so you have to remember it's an old game, do you, Squidge? Yeah, I remember that, Jay-Z, where you play as... Yeah, it's like the slasher Friday the 13th game, and you have to play as Jason, which is a brilliant idea. Just never played it. But that just makes me think of... makes me think of Friday the 13th on the NES. You could complete... Like the on the NES Friday the 13th game, right? You had to... Nope, this isn't it either. What you had to do was you come out of the cabin and you had to go right. And you play the game and run away from Jason and solve loads of puzzles and do the thing, right? But if you come out of the cabin and go left, you complete the game. You could do it in like 7 seconds. It's ridiculous. I don't like this fight. I have to fight a lady. There's nothing wrong with that, I just don't like it to do it. Oh. Yeah, Squidges said a lot of the Steam reviews were complaining about the graphics. I play PSO a lot, and PSO2 is a blast, and it's awesome. That's fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I feel like... I feel like it's unfair to complain about the graphical quality of a game that ostensibly came out in 2012 or something like that, and has only just been released outside of Japan properly. And the reason that they gave for waiting so long is just ridiculous. We didn't know whether there was a market share, right? We didn't know whether there was a market for it, except for the millions of people who'd signed up for Japanese credit cards so that they could play the game outside of Japan. And the number of people who've had to use a VPN to put them inside of Japan to play the game. There's obviously no market for it, is there? Abso-flammin'-lutely. I hate when the video game producers, when the companies use that excuse, oh, we don't know if there's a market for it, right? Ooh, you don't have to buy any of the in-game things. Interesting. But yeah, it's if you don't want to release your product outside of a certain market, just say you don't want to release the product outside of that certain market, right? It's like with the there'll be a guy in here. Is there a guy in here? Nope. It's like with the... There we go. This Googled, so Jay-Z Googled reverse horror games, and one of the top replies on Reddit was Pokemon. I mean, it makes sense. Oh dear. Code key being recognized. Current code now being renewed. Renewal completed. Please take the code key. So now I've reset the code key. I can go all the way back around. I'm actually going to take the exact same path back. Bear with me, the house is under attack. I'm going to take the exact same path back. So that I can go and open that door. That's genius. Pokemon is Pokemon is a reverse horror game signed Pikachu. I love that. That's brilliant. Oh dear. What time are we in? Wow. An hour already and I've made no progress. That's the problem with this game, right? It's one of those games that's full of filler. Please enter the code key. Ta-da! There's so much sort of filler content, but not like story-wise filler, just like go in this room, now go in this room. And to make it so that the game lasts longer, we'll just keep spawning enemies for you to fight, and keep spawning enemies for you to fight. And that's it. Right? There's no real... What's over here? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Alright. You watch, I'll walk straight into a boss fight and get my butt whooped. But there you go. Oh, a big rotatey thing. I get the feeling they were going for sort of Legend of Zelda style, big a sort of open area with this bit. Let's try it this way, see what happens. Is it this way? Ooh, red floor. Is this the murder floor? Nope, can't go that way. Gotta go back this way. So those cameras in there, right? They're not like security cameras. I guess they are, but they hover about, and if you pass into that into the orange cone, you get shot with a laser. That's it. No alarms go off or anything. So yeah, that's the other thing, right? Totally like Metal Gear Solid, except you don't have the tactical espionage action bit. You got action, but you don't have the tactical or espionage bit. Like there's no go run and hide and... Oh, shoot this one. So that one doesn't get rid of this. Those shooty things, they get rid of the force fields, but you have to pick the right one to go with the right color of force field. So if I go back in here, it bugs me that my bandana's falling to pieces here. Can you see? There you go. Go back in here and I think the first one will be down. Ta-da! Sometimes when you use the diffuser, you don't shoot them. When you use the diffuser on these, sometimes they drop items. Speaking of Zelda, Link's Awakening was kind of horrifying. What was horrifying about Link's Awakening? That was the SNES one, right? The top down. No, that was the Link in Time? No, wait, what was it? Oh dear. My Legend of Zelda knowledge is so sparse. It's not even funny. Yeah, let's drop him on his head. I don't know, Jay-Z. I don't know whether you can hide spoilers. I mean, you could Google how to hide the spoilers. Squidge, how does he do it? Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, you want to spoil something, spoil something. I don't. The only Legend of Zelda game that I've played properly is Ocarina of Time, and even then, like, I played it and went, yay! Never even finished it. And I get stick from all of my friends. I get stick from some of my friends to this day about, you didn't finish Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, you dirty scrub. And I'm like, and if you does it matter? Does it change our friendship? Apparently it does. I don't. Oh, you see that? Wallop. No, don't you dare. This is where I'm going to die, I think. But let's have a look. That's the annoying bit as well. Like, means I'm going to die. I'm 130. Ooh. Let's just kick him a bit. Kick. 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 Yes! Done him in. With a little bit of health to spare. Oh yeah! Living in the dream of the windfish. The only way to leave the island is to wake the windfish. Was that not? Then which one's Wind Waker? I don't know. The Legend of Zelda games confuse me because they're all connected but they're not connected. Except they are connected when they're not connected, because they're not connected but they are connected. I think. remember reading something in the Legend of Zelda Compendium that's like, yeah, they're all separate universes, and to each generation a new hero is born. And to each generation every single person is reborn again. Except for the ones that are related, in which case you can ignore all of that, because I'm, what's his name? Miyamoto, and I can just make stuff up and people will just eat it up. You find out like midway through that everyone you've met is just a figment of your dream. What? This sounds like that creepypasta that was created. What was it? Remember the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time creepypasta? Like John's DVD, John's videotape or whatever it was? Bother over. The Story of Zelda Games is a really naff episode of the X-Files. I'm not going to argue with you there, Squidge. I'm not going to argue with you at all. Yeah, you know, I think what would be really weird is if Miyamoto and right, okay, you get, they all know they're going to disappear when you beat the game, but most of them still want to help you. They're kind of sad about it. That's weird. That's really weird. What I would love to see, right, is I'd love to see the ridiculous stuff that comes out of this, right? But ooh, message deleted by a moderator. What happened there? Squidge, what happened? All of Jay-Z's messages have been deleted. What happened? Okay. That's you. I don't understand what happened. Oh, can't go that way. You trying to find out, you Squidge? Thanks. I wonder if maybe you said something that the auto moderator didn't like. Then why would it delete all of your? Anyway, I don't know. That's really strange. Yeah, if you took Miyamoto and my mind's just gone completely blank. The guy who the Metal Gear Solid guy. Him, Kojiro Suzuki? No, right, Yu Suzuki. So the link was a... Oh. Okay. Fair enough. That seems wholly unfair, I've got to say. Oh dear. I've completely lost track of what I was going to say. Something about... Oh yeah. Yeah, if you took... What in the heck? If you took Miyamoto... I know, right? You didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, if you took Miyamoto and you took the guy who wrote the Metal Gear Solid games and you took Yu Suzuki, put them in a room, I'd love to find out what they would all come up with. Like, would they all come up with... Well, first of all, we know what they would come up with. They would come up with something that was absolutely bonkers, that included international terrorism, and that would go on for about 50 bajillion games. Some deep cuts right there. I wonder... Oh dear, I wonder which one of those things I'll upset people the most with those deep cuts. What's in here? Oh, turn. Oh dear. Yeah. What kind of stories do you think that would come out of that meeting? So you've got the guy who wrote all of the Metal Gear Solid games and the recent one where you got to transport babies. Sakaguchi and Kojima work. Oh god, yeah. Oh god. Yeah, that's it, Kojima, right? If Sakaguchi and Kojima both worked on a game, right? It would go on for about 3 years. Like, it would take you 3 years of real time to finish it, because Sakaguchi likes to write overly long titles. It wouldn't actually say anything, because Kojima doesn't like to actually make a point. He likes to pretend that he does. And that everyone would hail it as the greatest... No, I'm sorry. I do like Sakaguchi, but yeah, some of his some of his titles are a bit long. I think they would just sign their names and charge about $50 million per signature. You're absolutely right about that, Screech, I've got to say. Maybe more so for Kojima, but there you go. My goodness. There we go. Killed him. Yay! I did not know that about them, but one would eat the other. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine that? Some kind of games designer's version of the greatest battle in the universe. Was it the greatest battle in the universe, or was it the greatest fight in the universe? I can't remember what it was called now. There was that song, wasn't there? The Greatest Showdown. This is the Ultimate Showdown, that's it. Can you imagine that? Video game related version of the Ultimate Showdown. But it wouldn't be the characters. It would be like the writers and the producers, the famous people in the business. It would be an interesting setup. To move my elbows off the table. It's gonna beat me up. I already know how to do the tombstone pile driver. You don't need to teach me how to do that. Get up, you lazy scrub. Step back a little bit. Back a little bit. Back a little bit. Back a little bit further. Let's lay into him. Yeah, that's alright. Three hit combo. Killer combo. FIFA would win. Think of how many fans buying the same game every year. Same game every year. They could use as a weapon. Oh wow, deep cuts there, Squidge. Lean back, lean back. Oh dear. Wow. I like it. I like it, Squidge. I don't think those orangutans would have asked you to save the power plant president if they knew how much wrestling was involved. I think they would, and what would have happened was we would still have WCW, right? Because then we wouldn't have to worry about all of the let's just grab this, about all of the individual wrestlers being used as booking agents, booking themselves as the champion. We would, or would have had Hulk Hogan. Oh, mate. Hulk. Oh, right. Okay. In the 80s, there was a cartoon TV show called Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling, right? They need to make a video game of that. Can you imagine? Right? It's a wrestling. It was a wrestling TV show where the heels all lived together and the faces all lived together. And it was like part Wacky Races and part like Captain Planet, and it was just good, was what it was. It was good, but really, really bad. One of those that was so bad that it was kind of good. And like, Hulkamaniacs unite indeed. Oh yeah. Oh, hang on. No, that was dabbing. There we go. Hulkamaniacs unite tomorrow. That's the procrastinators tonight. Unite, isn't it? Let's just kick her in the shins. There we go. But yes, yeah, they should make a TV show of the Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling. Because, yeah, he even had these bits where they all got into cars and raced around for no reason. And then, just like all... oh my goodness, I'm getting my butt whooped. Just like all cartoons ever, or at least all cartoons of that ilk, they have like two stories per episode. And each story is like 11 minutes or so long, with a break in the middle. And I'm dead. I got to recreate all of that because I didn't save it. A dirty scrub. Yeah, right? They'd have like a 10-minute story and then a break. And then they would come back with... yeah, they would have like a 10-minute story, they'd have a break, and then they'd come back with a real wrestling promo. But a promo that they'd filmed specifically for the show. So, like, there'd be ones where, like... oh, yeah, hang on. Snake! 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 Shh! Dum, 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 dum. Ram, bam, bam. I can't blink. I have to. Anyway, yeah, they'd come back to like a promo that was filmed specifically for the cartoon show as well. But none of the wrestlers were voiced by wrestlers. They were voiced by like just like whoever was available as the voice actors, I guess. Right. Oh, okay. Right, you take it easy, Jay-Z. Yeah, take it easy and stay safe and continue to be awesome, right? As you are. And what we'll do is we'll get the we'll see about getting the song that you created uploaded to YouTube or something as part of the messages for Squidge. Happy birthday, Squidgy. Or maybe you could upload the video yourself. It's your song, right? Say hello to Jay-Z. Have fun. Ciao for now. Awesome. See if I can do this bit a little bit speedier than I did before, right? I don't actually have to kill these things. So if I do it right, go around here, skip this one, and go to the next one. Ooh, can you make it? Yes, he can. Feel like Bob the Builder in that aspect. Oh, there I was not looking. What? I've gone all blurry. Oh my goodness. This should be the door. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Right. But yeah. This game is partially full of filler. In that it kind of gets you to go over here, then go over there, then go over there. And whilst you're going here and there, hither and yon, yantan tither, what you'll also do whilst you're doing all of that, you should do lots of running to and fro and grinding in rooms to get stronger, which is a bit naff, in my opinion, but there you go. Yeah, I'm going to take a punt. Because I think... Oh, no, I can't. Okay. Ah! Shot me in the head, look. This game has more filler than a Big Mac. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Shots fired there, Squidge. Let's go this way. It's got more filler than... wrong one. It's got more filler than all the episodes of Naruto combined. Oh! There we go. That's some deep cuts. Back the other way. Yeah. Yeah, that's the troll face, isn't it? Is it the troll face? I don't know. It's one of the troll faces. But there you go. Let's see if we can get around here. And through here. It's a real shame that all of Jay-Z's messages were deleted, but it also means that people coming in now won't know about all of the spoilers that he dropped. So, there you go. I may have to play that Legend of Zelda game, actually. If that one is... Because that's kind of meta, I guess. But in meta fiction, where the characters in the fiction know that they're part of fiction. Like, what is it now? Westworld, that's the one I was thinking of. Let's just get around here. Kick him in the... Shall I kick him in the shin, Squidge? I'm going to kick him in the shins, I think. Oh, he's going to kick me and it's going to hurt. He punched me and it didn't hurt. Yay! Yeah. Yeah. Ha! Got him. Oh. Oh, I see. So it's the I'll tell you what, Squidge, why don't we just turn off the profanity filter? Because like the majority of the time, like the only person who tends to swear are people who are doing it for comedy purposes anyway. And we've already marked, like, we can mark the stream as intended for mature audiences. It's not the end of the world. Oh, oh no, I'm gonna get kicked on my butt again. Let's do some punches. We're supposed to fill in the middle of the swear word with wingdings. Oh well, yeah, let's just get rid of it, right? It's not really serving any purpose. I kind of feel bad for Jay-Z now because he put into Twitter jail. Twitch jail even. Okay, so Streamlabs is no longer a mod. Okay. Yeah, Streamlabs is no longer a mod. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, I feel bad because, like, I don't know whether it affects Jay-Z's account across, like, if he goes away to actually do some actual streaming, whether it'll cause him any problems, like today or whatever. I feel sorry for that, for him because of that. Ah! I only got two. Only got two. There you go. I won't do that again, I promise. No, it doesn't. Oh, that's alright. So it only affects him if he comes back to this one. That's okay. Why? Why you shoot me? Hang on. Why you shoot me? You dingus. I don't know whether dingus is the right word there, but there you go. Scratch that there. Quick! Oh! Let's do a refresher. Get some health. Yeah, refreshers were nice. Please stop hitting the microphone. Okay. Oh. You see that? He tried to kick me in the shin, Squidge. I'm gonna have to sort him out. Can't be having that, can we? Kicking me in the shins. Right, you try to kick me in the shins, I'm gonna kick you in the shins. That's how it's done, son. I don't know whether that's the correct word to use, but there you go. Drop him on his head, here we go. Tombstone pile driver! Oh my god! What a pile driver! That's it, Squidge. Shake that fist. Like a maraca. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Got him. Got him. I gotta go back the other way. Ninja kick the damn rabbit. Oh dear. That, you see, that's it, right? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. One of the most successful indie movies ever made. Inherently quotable. Ridiculous in places. Super serious in others. And a really good family movie. Move the mic out of the way. Super serious in places. A really good family movie. Inherently quotable. I don't think there's anything in that movie that I wouldn't be happy quoting at someone. And I don't just mean the Mikey lines, right? Genius. The whole thing. Abso-blummin-lutely. Oh my goodness. It's a shame I have to redo this bit again, but what I'll do is, between streams, I'll see if I can play it some and actually level up a bit. Hoik. Yeah, because the turtle wax. Yes.
What are you, some kind of punk?
Where are we up to? Where are we up to? H. Okay, turn it over, hose brain. Should have really run straight through the room. Kick him in the shins. He deserves to be kicked in the shins, I think. Got him. Yeah. I look like a big turtle with a trench coat on. You go into Queens, right? I love that. You don't need to know anything about New York to get that joke. That's genius. Oh dear. And the conversation between Casey and April when they're on the swinging chairs, and it's like, hey, listen. No, it's not even there, is it? It's when they're on their Is it on the swinging chairs, or is it when she hurts her hand? And he says, listen, doll, all right, toots, babyface. I've just noticed that Jay-Z had said snap into a Slim Jim in the conversation. Completely missed that earlier on. That's it. Ah, princess. That's it. Thanks, Squidge. Oh dear. The absolute banter that they have in that movie is genius. And it continues on into the sequel, doesn't it? Because like TMNT 2 is also just as good. Is the third one any good? I don't remember. Ignore him, run straight into here. Reset the code. Was it the third one where they go back in time? And somehow they go back in time and location as well and end up in like medieval Japan? I don't think there was a fourth one, was there? Was there? I'll have to rely on you for this, Squidge, because I really don't remember. Excuse me. See if I can get to this door without him attacking me. He's claustrophobic. I've never even looked at another guy. That's such a good line. It's the third movie. Yeah, the third movie they go back to feudal Japan. And then the second movie it's The Secret of the Ooze, isn't it? So, was there a fourth movie? I don't think there was. Mikey rides a horse backwards and says, "You're lucky my horse has no head." Did he say like, how do you stay this thing or something? Let's save it. That's good. There's a save point here. Save the game. Wait. Makes me all go all green. That doesn't it? I should go. When he goes, heals. Second movie is the Super Shredder. That's right, yeah, because they crush him at the end of the first one, don't they? Although you would never really know on, like, the UK release of that movie was so cut down, wasn't it? The first TMNT, there was no nunchucker. The nunchucker scene in the first movie It's so good. Like, with their, whoop. I think this is where I've got to run away from the big T-Rex thing again. Yeah, they were in April O'Neil's apartment, and the foot start destroying the floor, and they all fall through, and they're all having a fight. It's like the gotcha, and then the kind of California roll, and then the guy gets up and he starts doing the nunchucks, and Mikey goes, fellow chucker, eh? He starts doing loads of tricks on his finger. Genius, absolute flomming genius, I have to say. I think this one fires rockets at you. Careful. Oh, jeez. Yes, the symbols in the joke shop. Shh. Hilarious. Oh, moved into his way. No, that's true. Grabbing this thing doesn't work. You're right, Squidge. You just have to try and beat it up and use lots of healing items. I think I have to sort of stand in front of it because this is going to miss. Yep. Oh. Herder, I am a robot. Just over 100 down each time it attacks me. So I could take another 2 before I have to heal again properly. Hey, missed. Yeah. In. Oh, gotta heal now. Will not survive 2 more of those, so let's heal. This one. Take it to Dick Kick City. Absolutely, Squidge. Here we go. Shall I not kick it in the shins to death? This is gonna miss. Nah. Ugh. Oh no. Got it. Do some healing. First couple of attacks are gonna miss. Oh. Yeah, got it. Me. I'll tell you why. Okay. We're 22. We can do this. Find a save point though. There really was a souped up photocopy. You have to agree, Squidge. Have to agree. Yeah, it was very much a case of oh jeez, here's another one. You see the frame rate dropping here. I would say this is more the air conditioning unit, Squidge. Less a ceiling fan, more the air conditioning. Got him. I like that it just kind of goes, stops every now and again. I might kick him in the shins to death. Do robots have shins? You're right there, Squidge. All I've got to do is set all of these to do Windows updates and they'll all be knackered. Lesser known book. What book? What book? I've missed a step here. Whoa. Whaley, 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 whaley. Let's do some deep healing. Oh, do robots have shins? A lesser known book to two-hand for a stream of electric sheep. I like it, Squidge, I like it. You're full of all of these wonderful one-liners, I have to say. See if I can... Ah, too early. Ah, no, it wasn't. And I'm going on my butt. This should do him in.
Action! Machine gun. Gravy. Chicken.
What other condiments could they be? Let's go through this big door. Big door! That was a bit easy, wasn't it? Oh yeah, found the code key to enter thingy thing already. Code key! Push the code key. Go to it. Don't know what came over me there. Ah, dang it! Gotta go all the way the other way to find the thingy to shoot. destroy that.
Work shed.
Talking a little inside baseball here, Squidge. Do you reckon we should do an episode on reverse horror games? What do you think? That's hardly fair. I can't bloomin' see him. Think if I run over the top of it here. Indeed. This dude really does have pointy hair. Just gently nudge it out of the way. Scratch my leg here. Check this. Okay, back this way. I think we need to do another pod with Jay-Z. You're absolutely flanging right. Not flinging, flanging. Abso-bloomin'-lutely. Bow. Which do you think takes up more subterranean space? This thing? Or the layout for the labs in the film version of Resident Evil? Boom, 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 boom. Slow. Frame. Great. Fallout 76 updates. Oh jeez. I don't. Fallout 76 was an absolute. I never even played it. I've not played anything other. That's ridiculous. Right, I know what I've got to do now. That door was pointless. All of that was pointless. What I've got to do... You probably already know, don't you, Squidge? Or anyone else who's watching. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Let me do this better. Hello, YouTube. How are you? There you go. Ah! That comes from not looking at what you're doing. There we go. Yeah, yeah, I never even... I think I played Fallout 3 for like 25 minutes. Kind of like the VAT system. That's kind of cool. But yeah, I never played Fallout 4. I tried to play the first Fallout game. I got killed almost instantly. So definitely not very good at that. So what I've got to do in this bit. Are you sitting comfortably? Why do I need to be sitting comfortably? I'm kind of worried now. I'm not really sat comfortably. Do I need to be sitting comfortably? No, yeah, I tried to play the first Fallout game, got killed almost instantly, which was not good. I get that they're wonderful and they're wonderfully put together, but not for me, I don't think. A Fallout 76, oh my goodness. Are you sitting comfortably? Good, that goes in first. You just caught in you just caught in sorry, I've got some gunk in the are you just caught in the two Ronnies at me now? Is that what you're doing? Have you a pencil and paper? Good, they're going fast. Gotta go through this left door. Another robot. Get to the door, get to the door. Why am I going slow? Yeah. Notice how the music stops. Oh, here are the items. So you're not just quoting two Ronnies at me. That's okay. That's okay. Pick up this life charger. Scratch my face a little bit, which I'm allowed to do because it's my face, and I'm the one scratching it. Whoop. What I'm going to do is I want to open my other beer. I'm just going to mute the mic. Annoyingly, my let me just do that. Annoyingly, my mic unmute keyboard command doesn't work. Oh, look at that! Doing some squats, waiting for me. How many is he gonna do? I've never seen him do this. I think he's just going to do it forever until I make him stand up. Is there a safe thing in this room? No, okay, fair. The low frame rate. It hurts my aura. That's what it hurts. Not another bloody robot. No! 3 years later. Put down the bleeding controller because I don't need it. So, how are you all? I hope you're well. No! Will you stop giving away spoilers? What spoilers? What did I spoil this time? Oh my goodness. Oh, God. There we go. I was having trouble with the cable. Don't know whether you could tell. Oh yes, spoilers. See, if you hadn't have said that, nobody would realise it was a spoiler. There you go. Or you could, like, block. That's totally fine. You know, if you didn't... You know, I went out for a run earlier on today, and I did really well considering that I haven't been running in ages. I've got the shoes on. That was it. But other than that, I went out for a run today, and I just, ever since I went for the run, it's started going, you know what, you've been for a run? You can have a pizza. I'm like, no, that's not why I went for the run, so that I could legitimize having a pizza. I need to cause my gut biome to get better. That's what I do. The only way I can do that is by killing off the bad bacteria, or rather the bacteria in my gut that really wants a pizza. And the only way to do that is to not have pizza for long enough that it kills them all off. But that's not really going to happen, is it? A bit of science for your face. But it's kind of a little bit... Oh, he's knocked out my leg! Yeah. Some of the decisions that we all make related to food are actually controlled by enzymes that are released in the gut. This is where I die. Why are you not guarding, you idiot? Yeah, some of the decisions that you make related to what food you eat are actual... I'm scratching my toe, you see. Are actually controlled by the gut biomes, the bacteria that lives in our gut, and that it works as a is it gonna come back at you? And what happens is they release certain messages. What? It's Zack, or rather, it's Tinfoil Saint. Give it away his real name. Check it out. Yes. We need to get you two talking, because there's talk of what Mr. Tinfoil Saint had said in his message to you, Squidge. So you guys need to iron some details out or something. I don't know. None of that will make sense to anyone else who's watching. So one of the things that I'd arranged for a number of people to do is send in happy birthday messages for this, well, I was going to say this fella here, but for Squidge. And I died and got to a non-denominational good place. Yes. I mean, you have, but you've also ended up here. So, there you go. I think all non-denominational good places have pizza, right? Pizza and... I think that's it. Why does it say Yukikai? Ah! Sorry, I got distracted by this Japanese train ticket on my desk, which you can't really see because it's not very clear. And it's also backwards. And for some reason, even though the whole thing is being right in front of the camera, it's focusing on... Oh, to heck with it! Pizza and Starbucks. Yes! I actually legitimately believe that... I actually legitimately believe that the first company that will have a coffee shop on the moon will be Starbucks. I was laughing then because obviously Tinfoil said in the chat that he gets it that I've been out of Hull. And you're right, I have. Lockdown, my friend. I can't go anywhere at the minute. I mean, I get it, it's important because we've all got to stay alive, but even so, can't go anywhere. What do I have to do with it? Oh, I've got to shoot it, haven't I? That's right. Ah. Too close again. Whoa. Ah, this is where I die again. It'll be really bad when it happens because it's been about 3 days since I saved. Oh. Bit like a Metal Slug boss, this, isn't it? Ah. Ah. Yeah. This is not going to be anywhere near as exciting as anything that Squidge has ever done. I can tell you that much for nothing. Unless, of course, you like to watch me getting my ass handed to me by a computer. But that could be a thing that people enjoy, right? That big robot really is pissed right now. I think the pro tip right here would be don't get shot by that robot, but also shoot the robot. But ah, took a rocket to the face. Yeah, I like this. Thank you. Thank you, Jeremy Bleeding Clarkson. But yeah, you're right. It's upsetting me because I'm on his bridge. But I'm like, I want to be on your bridge because I want to go to places that are on the other side of your bridge. It's unfair that you're shooting at me, bro. Oh, yes! I shot it and it died. Ha! Yes. Get off my bridge. Got to the other side of the bridge. Woo! So yes, for the knowledge of, so that Tinfoil Saint knows what the heck's going on. I'm playing the N64 title. You can see it up there somewhere in that corner. Oh bother. Playing the N64 title Hybrid Heaven, which was originally released as a. Konami said, "Hey, this is Metal Gear, or rather Metal Gear Solid, on the N64," and it's really not. It's really not. It's not. Don't ever let anyone tell you that it is, because it's really not. It's not Metal Gear Solid on the N64. I should feel bad that I've killed it, because it was only doing its job. You're right, Squidge. Let's find out where we are. Yes, a save point. Huzzah! I can save it now. It's only taken me an hour and 44 minutes to do a half an hour bit of the game. Keep getting killed, you see. 6 hours and 20 minutes. Let's see what we can do through this door.
Let's have a look at what you could have won.
This running dude. Right, okay, so for Tinfoil Saint's reference, this is the battle system. You don't run away. Well, you can run away from things. You have to like fisticuffs your way out. And then sometimes they use guns and stuff, which is a bit naff. But what you can do is you can kick them while they're doing that. Like so. What the heck, Speedy Gonzalez? I think I am. Except I'm not. We did have a talk about this. I'm working with Gargantuans, who are aliens. But we also decided that they are not Gargantuans. They are... Oh, sorry about that. They are orangutans. And we can blame Jay-Z for that. I think for some reason the frame limit has been unlocked. This is running a lot fat, or a lot more like native speed than I would have expected for this point in the game. Yeah, that's it. I broke his back. Feels really bad when I hear that noise. Just maybe I am the bad guy. Let's go through here. Because I showed Jay-Z earlier on when he showed up, look at the wonderful 3D modeling that was used to create the items that are used in this game. The guns, I could totally understand. But like, why a slab of cheese? How in the world would a slab of cheese make you fast at anything? A slab of cheese makes you fast at sitting still. That's all I've got to say about that. Indeed, fastest to the grave. Here's a big old slab of cheese, and you're going to munch it, and your heart's going to stop. I don't need to go and do that. Excuse me. Indeed. Excuse me. I think maybe, yeah. If my main character is lactose intolerant, then perhaps I'm fastest to the toilet. I don't know. Fastest to sweat in the mildest of weather. Indeed, Tinfoil said. The fastest to sweat in the mildest of weather. Oh my goodness. These curly boys are shooting me. Ah, not this way. No, I don't want to fight him. I don't know why I don't want to fight him, but I don't want to fight him. Let's go this way. Put him around here. Check on the chat, which is over there. Yep. You're absolutely right, Squidge. I've been playing this game for 6.5 hours, and there is no toilet. Think of that what you will, folks. Yay! You see that? There's a conveyor belt in the background. Hooray! It's the conveyor belt section. They might drop him on his head. Yes, get health and safety down here right now. Break his back. Here we go. That is not the nicest sound ever, is it? There is one toilet, and that's where the zombie comes out of the bathtub, right? Spoilers. I'm gonna kick him in the shins to death. For a Jay-Z special. I did indeed. That's the other thing, right? Tinfoil said, check these out, right? When you grab them, all the moves. Is it right? Tinfoil sets another mark. Tinfoil saying, all of the moves used in this game are wrestling moves. I just dropped something down there and I don't know what I dropped. There you go. I think it's too late. If you grab a hold of them from behind, you can like bulldog them as well. But there you go. Let's just kick this guy in the midriff. Got him. I don't know why he whooped, but there you go. Maybe he's just excited to die. Do you get a pedigree in this game? I don't think I do. Which is upsetting. Hup. Around here. No, I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. I don't really want to fight all of these robots and stuff. Robot. That's the closest thing you're gonna get out of me. Closest thing to yeah, let's use some health. Closest thing to a Zoidberg sound effect that you're gonna get out of me. Rock bottom someone to death. I was watching. Somebody had uploaded to Reddit the video footage of the very first time that The Rock did the people's elbow. And, well, that was never going to work, does it? And it's at this house show, right? And it's wonderful, this footage, because he goes through the whole spiel. The whole thing had been really carefully choreographed. And he does the apps, the whole thing. He rock bottoms the guy, and then let's see if there's any. Let's just get rid of this, right? So, rock bottoms the guy, and then does the slide his arm in, takes the elbow pad off, woof woof woof, run over here, bounce, run over there, bounce, all of this stuff, and then flop. And the guy who's filming this dark match, he's some fan or whatever, and he goes, "What in the hell was that?" And I'm like, if only you knew, dude. If only you knew. He's right up there with the spinneroonie for being some of the or something that is hailed as the most electrifying move in sports entertainment. Just, oh dear. No, don't catch me. Just, oh dear. What's here? No, you can't see me. You can't see me. Got it. Where's this one? Can you imagine though, if you did rock bottom someone to death? In all the papers, they wouldn't be able to not report on it, would they? But then I suppose you'd be world famous for rock bottoming someone to death. And I guess that's why, like, serial killers kill people. You want to be famous? I guess. No, we don't need to go that way, we need to go this way. This way. Action! It's the closest thing to a sound effect you're gonna get in. Ah! I wanted to see how much of the that fight I could get done by not looking. Turns out not much. Wait for a boss to come out of nowhere and RKO you. Yeah, right. No, in my luck, that would happen like they come through that door there and just whoop, and take me out. Like in this house, not in a wrestling match, not in a video game, in real life. Because that would likely happen to me. Let's just beat this guy up. Couple of punches, couple of kicks. Ha! First kick's gonna miss. Oh no! Ah! Kicked him into the wall, and it was the wall that killed him. Got him. Maybe I should heal again. My first 3D object. Okay. Need to get to a save point and save it. Ah! That was hardly fair. You walk in through the room and wallop! Shoots you as you walk in. That's not fair at all. Okay, run over here and get through the door, get through the door, get through the door, get through the door. Got through the door. They really don't want me to go through this door, do they? Might want to heal, yes. Thanks, Switch. Go through this door. All of that palaver, just so I can use the code key here. Remember, this was Metal Gear Solid on the N64. Still no knacking save point. I wonder what the best time for a speedrunner on this game is. Probably about 35 seconds, right? Dun dun dun. So that's the character you start the game as.
Johnny Slater. So that's the overgrounder responsible for my humiliation. I will hunt you down and make you pay for this.
And that fella laying on the floor is a gargantuan, or as Jay-Z nicknamed them, orangutans. And they sound a bit like this. You are Johnny. Sorry, I gave your name. I came all the way out here without telling the others to try to bring back the navigator. Damn, I was close. Dirty sod. Damn, I was so close. I guess I'll need you to do it. Please get the navigator. Once the navigator is back, the ship will come to life again. And then the subterranean shelter that they are misusing, even as we speak, can be compressed and returned to the ship's hold. Once the navigator is back, even we would be a match for the traitor and his clones. The rest is up to you. Johnny, you must get the navigator. Bum bum brr. World record for this is 2 hours and 3 minutes. 31 minutes. How? There's unskippable bits that take that long. But you're absolutely right. I am asking. That is what I asked. And I just... Oh, save point. Yes. Let's have a look. We're coming up on 2 hours. I think as much as Tinfoil Saint is enjoying hearing my dulcet, creaky tones in the background of his playing of Fall Guys, which we should definitely do at some point, I have to say, I think that's going to do it for this one, because I've done the hard bit of getting through that bit, right, which I have taken 2 hours to do on stream. When I go back and do it properly and actually kill everything along the way and pick up all the items and stuff, will probably take me about 4 hours to do. I kind of like to sort of build up and level up. I don't like taking on bosses without leveling up and stuff. But I'm out. I'm gonna call it quits. It's midnight in Parliament Square. No, it's midnight, and I want to go and do something a little bit different. And by that I mean I'm going to play something different on this computer, and I'm going to see if I can get Fall Guys. And what we're going to do, to Tinfoil Saint and Squidge, because you're both in the chat up here, the three of us will arrange something where we can all play it together. We'll see what happens, right? We'll get, like you said earlier on, Tinfoil Saint, you said something about we'll connect on Discord and we'll figure something out. We'll all play it together. And yes, there we go. And I've just got a text message. Let's have a look, see what's going on here. Oh, okay, fair enough. We'll come back to that in a minute. But yes, right, okay. With that being said, I will sign off and I will see you all again. Stay awesome, be cool to each other, and don't let me tell you what to do. Alright, cool. See you later, folks.